Marcus Lovett. I play the Phantom at Phantom of the Opera. Welcome to Her Majesty's Theatre.
In all your fantasies, you always knew that man and mystery were both in you.
So here we are at what's called the number one, although technically it's dressing room 81. There's my nameplate on the door, Marcus Lovett. You might also like to have Tanya Knorr and Linda Park on there because that's the team and we work in here together. Since 1896, when Herbert Tree built the theater, this has been the dressing room that Laurence Olivier has had, that Michael Crawford had as Phantom of the Opera. We're standing in a legendary space. We're standing in a registered building, and whenever I come in here, I am never unaware that this is a very special place. And in fact, it's rumored that Herbert Tree's ghost haunts the theater. Did you hear that? You'll see later on the stage that there's an organ that Maria Bjornsson designed, and this is my little organ that I play inside the room to get ready for the show. Here I have some photographs of what I think the Phantom might wish that he had looked like. So it's all a part of the preparation. I keep notes for myself on the board here of things that I'm working on. This is Andrew Lloyd Webber's score. It is always open. One part of the genius of this show is the costume design. Maria Bjornsson designed a fabulous array of clothing for the Phantom. He's always dressing for the occasion. Now you'll notice it's almost always black. It's almost always something that the Phantom could hide in. But he is always very classically dressed. White tie, not black tie. Black tie would be less formal, so he wears a white tie at all times. I think I had about 12 fittings for each suit, so I'm not allowed to gain or lose even an ounce. My guess is that the Phantom, living inside of the Opera House, probably gets a lot of his clothing from the wardrobe department. Karis? Do you mind if I come in? This is Karis Donovan, head of wardrobe. Do you mind if I look at some more costumes? I've shown them a bunch of mine. I want to show them some of the other ones. Oh, here's one I recognize. This is the dressing gown that Christine is wearing in the first scene, where I need to get her out so quickly that I don't even give her time to change after she's finished the opera. So this is Sarah, and she's in charge of the wig department. And Sarah, can you show me, I hear there's actually an oven where you bake my wig.
There is indeed.
And I've never seen it. Can I see it?
Yeah. It's just here. So this is our wig oven, which is why it's really hot up here. And we wet set all our wigs and bake them. There's a few that we still need to do for tonight. And this is your Phantom. And he's been wet down with water and gel, smoothed into shape, and we have a net on him. So once he goes back in the oven, the heat locks the shape in for us, keeps him all neat and tidy and in the style that we want for tonight.
Yeah. And what the actor sees is this just shows up in your dressing room, and you don't realize that it's been worked on essentially since the moment you finished your last show, and the amount of time and energy that goes into the work that's done in the room. So I hope you've enjoyed the dressing room and the wigs and the wardrobe room, but this is the really exciting part. Follow me.
Turn your face away from the garish light of day. Turn your thoughts away from cold, unfeeling light.
The fact that we're both standing in a place where Laurence Olivier did his first above-the-title starring role in 1923, Laurence Olivier stood where we are. And hundreds of wonderful actors and performers and stagehands, you know, all on this same stage. So you have new sets that move in, but the theater has always been the same. This is the legendary chandelier, which was actually lit with 6,000 lights at l'Opéra de Paris. The birth of the show was that Gaston Leroux, who wrote the novel, heard a story about, a press story about a counterweight from a chandelier falling on an audience member at the Opera House. And he wanted to investigate how that might have happened because there were rumors of an opera ghost. This is my best friend in the show. I think that he has more candles here than anywhere else in his lair because this is the only place he really needs to see. This here is the opera elephant, and this may be the largest prop in the West End with the least amount of time on the stage. At any given time, you have these incredibly phenomenal works of art that come in and off, but when the director wants it and when the lighting designer wants it, they just clear the stage and you're in any environment that you want to be in. Thanks very much for joining us on the tour. If you'll excuse me, I've got to go get ready for tonight's performance. Thanks. As you can see, I am now ready. If you'll excuse me, I have a show to do.